Är det bandet som kommer nu? Åh, där är de ju. Kolla!
Where you're from.
I'll see you later on then, mate, yeah? Me and you've got some chatting to do later on, yeah?
Okay, first question. Just down the front.
Hello, I'm Pasi Kostener from Helsinki, Finland.
All right.
Why are you here? Why didn't you come to Finland? We have heard that you have sort of blacklists that you don't want to come here. Is it true?
I don't know. No, not at all. No, we'll probably get there next year sometime, I would imagine. I don't know why. I don't know why we're here. I don't know why we're not in Finland. But you're definitely not on the blacklist, unless of course you've knocked us out of the World Cup at some point. Which then you'll definitely won't be getting us.
Okay, next. Just
my name is Ronny Olofsson. I work for Aftonbladet here in Stockholm.
I know. Yeah, I was on the plane with you before.
Yeah. And I would like to first of all welcome you to Stockholm.
Thank you very much.
And on the plane over, I read a Norwegian review remarking on your little brother as a joke on stage.
As a what? A joke?
A joke. I wonder if you had any comment on that.
It's not very nice, is it?
No.
I suppose he's quite funny, but it was not a joke. No.
There's been talk that he would like to contribute in the songwriting within the band.
I'm sure he would.
Has he written anything that you've heard? And is there a possibility that he will contribute in the future?
No. See, you don't want to believe everything that you read, you see. You as a journalist should know that. But no, I haven't heard any songs. I mean, he can play guitar a bit. But I was saying that he did write a song with John Squire, didn't he? So, which was pretty good, actually. But no, I've not heard it. You heard anything?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah, recorded one in Ridge Farm with him at 4 in the morning.
See, they're keeping it from me. They're going to kick me out.
He's going to team up with me. We're going to do a bit of a duet a couple of years.
One of the highlights of the show in Oslo was...
Do you want to, if you want to ask more than one, can you say? Because there's a lot of people have already indicated.
Yeah, it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you.
One of the highlights of the show in Oslo was Stay Young. Could you just explain how it didn't make it on the album? It was a B-side.
Well, the reason it got knocked off was because when I went to write B-sides, I wrote Magic Pie as a B-side, and then so it was a toss-up between the two songs. So, considering that I sing Magic Pie, then you know, it had to go on the album, really, didn't it? Wouldn't you say?
Okay, just down the front here.
Hi, Dougie Gordon, Soundi, Finland. I interviewed you back in summer '94.
I haven't changed much, have I? Got a bit fatter, don't you think, though? Good living
no,
scene, mate.
Just the same.
Got a lot more money now.
But then you described rather jokingly Liam as a walking Nintendo.
Pretty good,
Use that one again.
I like that one.
Do you still hold to that opinion, or has he in fact got worse?
No, has he in fact got worse? Yeah.
Walking Nintendo.
No, walking into. Did I tell you that? That's good, that. I like that.
Walking PlayStation now.
Yeah. No, he's not got worse. He's reached a plane of madness, which he's now stayed at for about 2 or 3 years now. So he's steadily insane, basically.
Okay, just
Walking Nintendo, I do like that one though. I'll come out with some good quotes, you know. That's
okay.
Hi, my name is Jordi Tarda. I'm here from Barcelona, Catalonia. Well, the question...
Buenos Estente.
Thank you very much. Well, this tour is recorded for a live album or for a domestic videotape or something like that?
Well, we record everything that we do, so, I mean, probably, I suppose we'll do a live album at some stage, but there's no actual definite plans to do it yet. But yeah, I suppose it'll be a live album somewhere down the line when I can't be asked writing any more songs, I suppose, or when Liam starts writing songs.
Okay, the gentleman fifth row back in the middle.
Hello, Paul Honkanen, TV3, Sweden. I wonder, will you boys be nice and behave during this tour? Or is there going to be any fights with your brother?
Your boys.
Your boys, my boys. Is it going to be? No. I mean, we don't. I think we're going to have a fight on. What day is it today?
Tuesday, innit? Due one on Friday.
I think we're due one on Friday, about 11:30, round about Exeter during the sound check or something like that. I think we're scheduled for a fight, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it's a 12-round contest, the super bantamweight division, which I am the undisputed champion, and I expect to defend my titles successfully.
Do you think Do you think Patsy has made your brother into a softie? He doesn't want to hang out with you anymore.
He doesn't what? He doesn't hang out with me anymore.
Yeah, that's what the paper said today.
Oh, did it? I can't read Swedish, so I don't know. No, she's not. No. They're all right. He's not changed a bit.
Just one. What does your mum think about your drinking and fighting?
Well, she tries to join in, but I mean, there's only so much alcohol that you can consume between one family, so somebody's got to stay sober. But I think I'm scheduled to have a fight with her on the Saturday. It's actually a family feud. We're going touring around the country. I think it's our Liam Friday, Mum Saturday, our Bod Sunday, and then I'm actually going to fight myself. You can't lose, can you? No.
Okay.
Then I'm going to kick shit out of me two cats as well.
Hi, I'm Erik Wallander from...
That was a joke for all you animal lovers, by the way.
Swedish paper, Svenska Dagbladet. And I wonder why you choose to open in Scandinavia.
Not the faintest idea, Chief. I don't know. Everybody does, don't they? Don't they? No. We were going to open in Colombia, funnily enough, but for some bizarre reason, the record company wouldn't let us. Wonder why that is.
Right at the back near Linda.
Hello.
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 My name is Lucio Ribeiro. I'm from Brazil. Folha de São Paulo. How are you doing?
All right, mate. I'm all right. How are you?
U2 is playing in Brazil next January, and a spokesman from the band said that Oasis is one of the attractions that would go along with U2.
No, it's the first I've heard, but I mean, I don't think we are. We have to ask him.
No.
Yeah.
No, there you go.
Definitely not.
There you go. Definitely
That's
not.
a fabrication.
All right. Thanks a lot.
The lady in the front row. Okay.
Yeah, see, it's working now.
Hi,
Hello.
Venegoni from La Stampa, Italy. First question is, George Harrison said in an interview in Paris that Oasis are for teenagers and that everybody forget them in a while. What do you think about that?
Well, he's obviously a senile old fool, isn't he? I mean, Oasis are for teenagers. And for someone who was considered to be the quiet one in the Beatles, he's very good at shooting his mouth off. Unlike me, of course. He wouldn't dream of saying anything like that. But, respect where respect's due, innit? I mean, he's probably one of the 4 people in the world who's probably just allowed to slag us off because they're better than us. Well, they were anyway. But, what can I say? Apart from hello, George.
Okay. And the second question is, we didn't know anything what Oasis or Noel Gallagher think about the Princess Diana dying. Thank you.
Well, I think that being in the public eye, that I've been in situations where we've been chased through the streets of cities by paparazzi, so I can understand the situation that must have been going on. And I wasn't so much, I mean, I'm not a big fan of the royal family by any means, but I was quite shocked at the manner in which she died and in the manner in which the press have behaved, and it looks like that they're going to get away with it because they've invented all these stories about the driver being drunk or what have you. But I mean, it's a sad thing, and I just hope that the law gets changed, but yeah, it was quite sad. you know. But there you go, such is life, you know. I mean, shit happens, as they say.
Gentleman back there.
Hello, my name is Fernando. I'm from Argentina, Clarín newspaper. First question is if you have plans to go to South America.
Yes.
When?
Next year.
Okay. And then it is said that Tony Blair wants the band to play a private show. Would you play in that kind of offer?
What do you think? No.
Okay, thank you very much.
We only perform privately for our wives.
The lady in the second row.
Hello, my name is Anna Magnusson from TV4 Sweden. Two questions. What is your main pursuit of this tour?
Main pursuit?
Yeah. What do you want to accomplish?
What do you want to accomplish?
What do you want to do? Fun, work, what?
Yeah, I want to get rid of my itchy arse for a start. And then, I don't know, just get out and see the people who buy the records, because we've not actually done a tour, I think, we've not played for a year. This is the first sort of tour we've done for quite a while. And we just want to play the songs live, and maybe, I don't know, just get pissed every night and have a laugh, basically, you know.
Your record is #1 on several lists in Europe. Who do you think will push you down? Is it going to be Elton John and the song for Diana?
Puff Daddy, no doubt.
What would you say if it was Elton John and his song for Diana?
What would I say?
Yeah, would that be an honor?
Yeah.
Okay, the lady in the middle on the left there.
Hi, I'm Fernanda Solórzano from Mexico, WFM radio. Two questions, please. One is, what do you think of the fact that you're getting more attention as individuals than as a group, as a band? Don't you think it might be dangerous for the future of the band?
No, because a band being a collection of individuals, I would say that comes with the territory, but as long as we keep making records and keep playing concerts, then that should override everything else. But, I mean, it goes with the job, you know. I mean, you can't be in the biggest and the best band in the world and not receive, like, the attention on your private lives or whatever. It just doesn't work like that.
And the second question is, what is totally different on your new album than in the previous ones? What would you say is totally new about it?
The cover.
Okay.
Basically.
The gentleman in the very front row here.
Hi, for what it's worth, what would you like to be the sort of worst ending for Oasis? One, being sold in 30 years' time for £1 in Woolworths and Manchester City being world champions, or two, Oasis being the biggest band in the world and Manchester City playing in the Vauxhall League.
It's got to be that one.
You shut it, you.
Right.
I'd rather we be the biggest band in the world in 30 years' time, and I actually buy Manchester City for £1 in Woolworths. That would be an ideal ending.
Your kid can play every position.
Absolutely. 7 centre forwards.
Gentleman near Linda at the back.
Hello, I'm Piotr Kordaszewski from Polish Machina magazine from Poland. I'd like to ask Bonehead a question. Everyone wants to know what Brother Gallagher's did, where they've been, where they're fighting, or where they're talking, where they're talking about, and I wonder how the rest of the band deals with their fame.
I walk around, where I live, I walk around with a pink gingham dress and a big blonde curly wig, and I get right out of it. No one knows me. That's how I avoid it. Simple.
They do what they're told.
Is that it? Yeah. The gentleman in the middle, third row back.
Mario
No burping.
Mario Ruzzatto Fegis, Corriere della Sera, Milano, Italy. Are you sorry not to be invited for the concert for the Pope at 27?
Tell us about that.
Well, we were actually on the guest list, but when I mentioned that I was bigger than God, I think he got a bit pissed off about that for some reason. And he took our backstage laminates off us and kicked us out. But, you know. I believe he's going to sing Live Forever. Or You're My Wonder Pope.
Gentleman with the mic in his hand.
Some might pray. That's a good one. It's getting better, Your Worship.
Talking about your fame, what was the last place that you were not recognized recently in the last period?
I don't remember. I don't remember. No, don't remember. I've always been ever since we just hit the charts, man. We've been sort of recognised every day. I mean, I get recognised every day.
And
but then again, I walk around with Oasis t-shirts on, so I mean, I wouldn't I?
Could I go for another one, please?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Apart from a great fourth album, is there anything left that you really are ambitious to do nowadays?
We just want to keep going, doing what we're doing, making records, playing gigs, try and enjoy it the best we can. Really, I mean, we never set out with a plan as such, you know, to live our lives in any particular way or do any one thing. I just hope that, you know, the people will give us the time to make, you know, the next record is always just the next thing that's in line and the next tour. I mean, there's no big plan for world domination or anything like that, you know. We're just going to go do what we do. The eternal pursuit of happiness, I think. That's good, isn't it?
Okay, Linda.
Nice.
Gregory Hoffman, Poland, only music only TV channel. Two questions, if you please. The first is, did you think about running any kind of film music?
No.
No, never?
No.
The second is, do you have in your mind any kind of cooperation with techno artists, as Chemical Brothers or any other artists?
I've done a track with Goldie, that's coming out on his album, but collaborations just happen. I mean, the things that I've done have happened just by chance, really, just being around someone's house and being drunk and then, you know, agreeing to sing on a track or play guitar on tracks. So I've not got any plans to go and work with, you know, Prodigy or anything like that.
Okay, gentleman with his hand up in the middle there.
My name is Etienne from Belgium. I'm working for a daily paper called La Libre Belgique. Well, apart from money, success does also bring some kind of recognition. And with that, you can think that you can, do everything you want, musically speaking, of course. Have you ever thought about it? And do you think that people will follow you?
You lost me there, mate. Yes is the answer to that one. Yes, I have thought about it immensely, and yes, people would follow me.
Why are you sure about that?
Why? Ask the Pope. He knows.
May I ask another one?
Yeah, go on. Finally.
Well, a lot of artists are using the internet to publish some kind of exclusive on it, and you've been reluctant towards the internet. Why is that?
Why is that? Well, because it's rubbish, really. Anybody who's got enough time to sit down with a fucking grey plastic keyboard typing out fucking shite all day to talk to somebody in some fucking rainforest in fucking Botswana somewhere has obviously got too much time on their hands and too much money. I mean, people should buy guitars, not computers. Computers are rubbish. And anyway, I know that thing about the internet, that we, you know, it wasn't us that tried to get stuff taken off the internet. It was our record company. But it's just another form of bootlegging. And you know, but I mean, the internet's shite. You can't even get BBC on it. If you get Brookside on it, I'd probably have one. But you can't even get Match of the Day out. You know what I mean? Or porno movies or anything. It's just shit. Just a lot of writing, isn't it?
So, gentleman in the front.
My name is Arto Nyberg from Finnish television. I would like to ask this question about Tony Blair and the G7 countries, the conference in Birmingham. Are you going to play there or not?
No.
Has he ever asked?
No.
And the other one is that are you afraid that the destiny of Diana's, happened to your band, chasing by the paparazzi.
Yeah, you always think things like that when you're charging through the streets of somewhere, fucking 150 miles an hour. But I mean, you can't let things like that rule the way you go about your life. And at the end of the day, I mean, when you're gonna go, you're gonna go. So I mean, you have no control over it. You know, so I don't think too deeply about things like that. We just like fucking get on with it. I mean, if you're gonna die in a car crash, I mean, I get in aeroplanes every day. The plane might go down, but it doesn't stop me flying everywhere.
Yeah, gentleman, just
that told him.
Behind you.
I don't know if I'm a gentleman,
Sorry.
but anyway. May I ask you two
Must
questions?
be the hormone tablets down there.
The first one is for Noel. I'm Michaela from MTV3 in Finland. Is it true that while you were visiting Finland together with a band, that the warm-up band drank all the highlights booze and ate all the food?
I've never been to Finland.
Okay.
Have I? Oh, right. And how old was I?
Well, okay.
And what clothes was I wearing?
Actually, I wasn't there.
And how did I fly there?
I
have been to Finland. I went to some festival where the good thing about going out there, it's like really far north, is like you have beer with like highly inflammable stickers on it. Which I found fantastic. Imagine setting fire to your own piss. No, just imagine it for a second. Just get a vision of it.
Then
it's funny, isn't it? It's nice.
Yeah, it really is. You should see me on the toilet sometime.
I've heard about that. Yes.
Well, anyway, this is for both of you. You saying that on this tour you actually want to meet the people that buys your records. Nowadays, is it possible for you, except for the concert, to really sit down and talk to a true fan? Do you get to meet them anymore?
Yeah.
Do it all the time.
Do it all the time, yeah.
And how do you do it, actually?
Well, we just get them in a headlock. We just say, did you buy the fucking record? And if they say yes, we'll talk to them a bit more. If they say no, we throw them out of the dressing room. I mean, you meet people like, I meet people walking down the street who, I mean, there's not a lot of, I mean, people generally just walk up and shake your hand and say, you know, we like what you're doing and keep doing it. And that's about it, really. I mean, there's not, I mean, you can't have an in-depth conversation with somebody who's just stood there going, you know, although we try, you know, just sit there, we're going like, you know, but, no, I mean, it can be, I mean, but it's nice just to shake their hands and stuff like that, you know. But I think it's, I mean, they tend to be quite nervous around us because of the way that we're portrayed as like arrogant, unruly yobbos from Manchester, which is true. But I mean, it's like they always think that you're gonna like pickpocket them or something.
Thank you.
Which is not true. Thank you.
The album was released and planned to be released several months ago at this time. I think that might be an answer to the question. Gentleman there.
Philip from Swiss news magazine Facts, Switzerland. What about American Noel? Do you mind that you didn't get to number one in America?
I don't think anyone was expecting us to get to number one. I actually didn't think it'd get. I thought it'd probably go about top 5, but it just. I mean, you know, it's just because we didn't get a number one, people are going to say, you know, well, whatever it is they're going to say, but it doesn't. Chart positions have never really been that important to us. It's about what it does in the long term, and you know, I'm not. I mean, to be at number one is nice and all that, but it doesn't automatically mean that. I mean, you can either look at it you can look at it one of two ways. You can either say, "Oh, fucking hell, the album only got to number 2 in America," or you can go, "Fucking hell, the album got to number 2 in America."
Fulfilled.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's an ongoing dream, isn't it? I mean, I don't really give a shit if it gets to number 1 or not. Lying bastard. It's not important. It's the making of the record which is important, you know. And I mean, I'm sure that it'll do as well as Morning Glory in the long term. If it doesn't, I shall be firing myself from the group forthwith.
Linda.
Good afternoon.
All right, Linda.
I'm Manuel from Faulty Towers. First question I'd like to ask.
Oh, you're that fucking mad in our office, weren't you? You were singing me that hymn, you fucking nutter. He's a nutter, him. Yeah, sing us that hymn, that Jerusalem one you were singing. Go on.
question for you.
Oh, you're not going to do it now, are you?
What for each of you?
Yeah, you're shy now. When you had a few lagers in our office, you were on the tables,
What for each of you of the set, of
you know
the
your
set
sort,
list
mate.
of this tour is the song that you prefer playing on stage?
Fading out.
Fading out for me, you know.
Fading out.
And why? Please.
Because it fucking kicks some serious booty. Mate.
And a question for Bonehead. If the story is true that years ago Noel came to the rehearsal and said, okay, if you do it my way and you perform my songs, it's going to happen. Did you ever have any doubt about that? Because now it all looks fantastic and nobody doubts anything anymore. But back then, did you doubt him or did you have faith in him?
Doubted him to fuck. I thought, nah, no way.
He's fucking, that's it.
Nah, you
That's
can't.
it. He's signing on next week.
Excuse me, I'm talking to Bonehead.
Shut it, you. I'm the fucking star of this
Doubted
room,
him
all right,
big
mate.
time. It was Liam persuaded me. No, it's not. I mean, of course everyone had faith in him. 'Cause he come in with.
How can he doubt anyone with an haircut like that?
Innit?
Hey.
No, I had loads.
Yeah. I know you did have. It's nice fringe, actually.
But you can never predict it was going to get to this level, could you? But no, I didn't doubt him at all. No.
Last thing, can I sing backing vocals to Champagne Supernova tonight?
Of course you can't. No.
From where I'm sitting.
Because there isn't any backing vocals on it.
I'm offering.
Oh right, yeah. You have to ask Liam.
Chap just down the front.
Noel.
Hello. Oh, there you go.
From Finland again. Is there anything you're missing from the days when you didn't were so famous? I mean, do you think after the last few years you have lost anything from your creativity or your normal life?
Well, in being, let me see, I'm going to say this now, I don't sound like a twat. In your creative life, you're never going to be, no one's ever going to write 12 fucking brilliant albums, right? Now that's a fact. It's as simple as that. You're going to have peaks and troughs. Troughs? Peaks and troughs of creativity. And, but I've written 3 fucking belters at the moment, and the next one's wicked, so, I mean, I'm still up there. But I suppose we've slowed down a bit since our youth. And I miss not being able to walk up and down the street, without people following you with cameras. But, fuck it, I'm a multi-millionaire. Give a shit.
Hello, I'm Kajsa. I'm from ZTV in Sweden, and I want to ask what Swedish bands do you like?
None.
No. No.
Ja-
Can I have another question?
I like that chick out of the Cardigans.
Fine,
She's all right, though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, that's the only one.
Yeah. No, I don't like her music. I just like her.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
the same with the 2 chicks out of ABBA. ABBA was shit, but the chicks were all right, though, weren't they?
Okay, well, if Oasis is the #1 band in the world, which one is #2?
At the moment,
Yeah.
the Verve.
Why?
Why? Because I've heard their album, and I've heard my album, and ours is slightly better than theirs.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Chap there.
What a nice lady, isn't she?
I'm from the Argentina again. The question is, what do you think about the eternal life of the Rolling Stones? And can you imagine a future like that for Oasis?
Well, I don't think any of us plan on doing this when we're 50 years of age, but I think we'll all be involved in music in one form or another. But I mean, I suppose the Rolling Stones didn't plan to be doing it. I mean, Charlie Watts just joined for like an afternoon, didn't he, or something like that? He was just going to do it for a while, and then he was going to go back to being a window cleaner or something. But saying that, I'll probably be walking in here in 30 years' time, or in a wheelchair with a colostomy bag and some nice Swedish au pair pushing me around. But you never know. It's hard to say how these things are going to map out. But we'll see.
Right at the back near Linda.
Hello, my name is Cecilia. I'm from France, and I'm one of the many Billboard correspondents. My
question has nothing to do with music, but with social life. Someone comes up to you. What would
They're all
be
like this, French, aren't you? Just because you had a revolution, all right? You want to talk about fucking politics all the time. Go on.
Okay, someone comes up to you. What would be his best opening line? I love the album, or are you up for a beer?
No, chop them out would be the best one, probably. Or do you want a bit of this?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
All right, it's an English phrase for, have you got any drugs?
All right.
Allegedly.
Yeah, my name is Anssi Autio. I'm from Radio Mafia from Finland. There was a rumor going on that about Liam doing solo album. Is it true?
No.
It isn't?
No.
Anyone else doing solo careers, thinking about? From Oasis, I mean.
No.
Okay.
I think the drummer's trying to start a porno movie company, but he just doesn't seem to have the time.
Okay, next question about your supporting band, Travis. How did they came along?
I went to see him a couple of times in London. I thought that the singer had a really good voice, and I liked about half a dozen of the songs. So we asked them to open up for us on the tour. It's quite simple. I mean, I've not actually met them yet. I mean, I know the Andy McDonald who runs, what's his record label called? Andy Pandy Andy or something, whatever it's called. I sort of know him, and I said to him, would they be up for it? And he said, fucking too, right. And there you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And again, just...
Do you have
just like Schwarzenegger.
Do you have other
It's like the
songs
Terminator.
that
I'm back.
That you kept in the drawer, like all around the world, that we will hear in the future? Do you have songs that you keep?
Yeah, I mean, I've started. I mean, I've got quite a lot of songs, but it's, you can't. I mean, I am quite prolific as a songwriter, but I mean, it's like, yeah, we're not the sort of band who can go out and sort of, put out an album every year, because the albums that we have, sort of take on a life of their own. And I mean, like Morning Glory is sort of, I mean, it's still alive and kicking. So it's like, I mean, there was actually no need for us to put out a record really, but I mean, they all sort of, they're all forming an orderly queue, and they'll all be used at some point.
Okay, so lady in the front.
Hello, I'm Marie Swanner from Stockholm. I have to ask you a local question. It's about Stockholm. How do you like it here?
It's fantastic.
Why?
Why? Well, you tell me. You live here.
Yeah,
I like it because the people are really friendly, and seems to be a better class of alcohol in this part of the world for some bizarre reason. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why I like anywhere that I go to. I just do. I just think it's nice.
Any thoughts about the concert tonight?
Any thoughts about it? Yeah, thinking about it right now. There, see, there was one. Yeah,
Tell me one more.
Well, it's going to be fantastic. I shall be standing, as you look at the stage right. I'll be playing a silver semi-acoustic Les Paul, which is built for me specially by the company. I shall be singing 2 songs, one of which is Magic Pie, the other one is Don't Look Back in Anger. We shall play for approximately an hour and 45 minutes. And the stage set is really bizarre. Liam shall stand singing with his hands behind his back, which he generally does. This chap will be on stage left with the bass player. The drummer will be situated behind the 4 people at the front. And it shall be a fucking jolly good experience for all those people who bought tickets. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, you're too kind. You're too kind. Thank you.
Yeah, just... Yeah.
Hi, I'm Lee from Swedish Radio. What's the latest good gig you were at?
Last night.
Yeah, okay. Except that then.
Except that one. I went to see a band in London on Thursday night called the Highbirds. I don't think they've had a single out yet, but I think they've got a single out next week called Stranded, available in all good record shops, $4.99, I believe.
What was good about that?
Well, the guitarist was really good. Yeah, he was like this little sort of short chap. I don't know. They were just really. They had a lot of energy, a lot of power, and good songs. Good singer, good guitarist, great band. You love them.
Hi, Birds.
Hi Birds. That's. I think it's spelled Hibyrds from Mansfield, which is near Nottingham, which is round about the Midlands, near where Shakespeare used to live, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, on Robin Hood as well.
Brilliant.
It's funny them two coming from the same place. Do you know they were never pictured together?
Hello. Yeah.
When Shakespeare, he wrote for the rich and gave to the poor.
Gilbert Azoulay from Paris, étudiant. It's about the stage performance. I would like to know if you're gonna move a little bit more on stage because.
Yeah, we got two of them. What's it? Conveyor belt things like Jamiroquai. So I might see me going from side to side, but we're not taking to wearing upside down furry plant pots on our heads yet.
Nothing to do with the piles.
Oh fucking shit! No, nothing to do with that. No, I won't be moving anywhere. Yeah, but you don't know. We actually get nailed to the stage by our manager before we go on, so we don't fuck off halfway through the gig. I'll just be moving back and forth, you know. And I'll be going to near the mic when I sing and away from it, like that, when I'm not singing.
Gentleman in the front in black.
My name is Panos from Greece. How are you?
I mean, I'm fucking alright.
What song of
This vodka's
yours,
good.
Yeah, I think so. What song of yours do you like most and why? Coming from the new album.
From the new album, I like Magic Pie. I wonder why that was. Nothing to do with the fact that I sing it, of course, and having a fantastic voice. But apart from that, Fading Out and Don't Go Away, I like all of it. To be quite honest. I don't. But the favourite Oasis song of all time is All You Need Is Love. Oh shit! Did I just say that?
Yeah, there's a gentleman there with a beard.
Federico Calabria, Italy. Naples. I don't want to know if it's true that Noel loved Bob Dylan.
Yeah, I like Bob Dylan. Yeah.
And do you think there are some Dylan influence in the records? I've read something.
I suppose he's influenced. He's influenced a lot of people down the years. But you know, I suppose with him being a singer-songwriter, I mean, I'm not as good as lyricist as he is. But yeah, I mean, you know, that like a Rolling Stone tune is top. But yeah, I mean, I don't, you know, when people go on about influences and that, I don't really know, you know, what influences all my influences had. But I just know that they had some influence.
Okay, the gentleman right at the
could
back
anybody
with
be
the white
more
t-shirt.
vague? Go on, girl. Go on. Go on. Let's see. Pass the baton.
Thomas here from Austria, late arrival, so I don't know whether this has been asked or not. What happened to the cover version of Helter Skelter? Will it be available on an upcoming single or what?
We're not sure what to do with it just yet. It might be. We're going to. I don't know. We've not got around to doing it yet because we've not really had the time. But I don't think it's going to be available on any of the forthcoming singles from the new album. So it might have to wait until, you know, it may be a few years yet before that one comes out.
Well, why did you cane it then?
Why did we cane it?
Yeah.
Cane it? We like to cane it.
No, can.
Oh, can it? Can it?
Yeah.
Why did we can it? Or why did we can it? Because we can. Yeah.
Okay. That gentleman there with the glasses on.
Luis from Mexico. Well, last year's London has been called like the coolest city in the world, no? The capital city.
It's certainly not the warmest.
Yeah, my point is, I think it's a little bit superficial, this qualification. That's the first question. The second question, do you think Oasis is part of this fashionable life in the society, in British society, London society?
I mean, London's only swinging because it always has been, I suppose, since the 60s. You know, I mean, you know, so a few bands come from London, it's like a big fucking deal, you know what I mean? I mean, we come from Manchester, but we live in London. But I don't think, I mean, we don't feel, I mean, I don't even think we're not part of all that fashionable scene at the moment. I mean, now the most fashionable band at the moment is The Prodigy, I think, isn't it? And it's fashionable to like The Verve, but all these bands and bands like us who were fashionable like a year ago have been around for like 10 years or something like that. So it's only people who've got that better to do with their lives than sitting on the fucking internet who will just write, just make nonsense about there being a London scene, and there isn't one.
Okay, the gentleman from Russia again.
In Moscow there is a fan club of Oasis, 45,000 members.
Is there?
Maybe you would like say something for them.
Keep buying the records.
More and more, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And second question is, paparazzi. What do you think about the journalists who write about Oasis?
I mean, believe me, and I'm a quite reasonable chap. I do try and understand that they have a job to do. But some of the blatant lies that have been written about me and my brother and the band in general, you have to have the patience of a saint not to get upset about it. And after about a year or 6 months, you just become immune to it, and it doesn't really matter what they write anymore. I could tell you stories that people just write blatant fucking lies, and they get away with it. And until the Press Complaints Commission in England, which is like the fucking Masons, decide to do something about it, then it's just going to carry on. But you just can't let it affect you. I mean, you could walk around the house all day, fucking, kick the cat, and like swear and fall out with your missus and all that, but it doesn't change anything. I mean, I understand they've got a job to do, but it'd be nice if they wrote like a semblance of truth once in a while.
Okay, on next to you.
Hello, my name is Pulpo of the Looking Mountains.
That's a fucking good name, that.
Looking Mountains. From the morning magazine, Welcome to the Jungle from the Spain.
All right.
My first and unique question is, how are you?
My name is Noel. Did you say, who am I? I'm Noel.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know that, do you?
That's.
Are you a comedian or something? Is it comedy paper?
Maybe.
Is it like Viz or something? Oh, I'm fine, mate. I'm fine. How are you?
I like very, very Wonderworld. It's like, today is fun, it's time to you. By now, with what this can be saying, plan for the
I don't think you've passed the audition, actually.
I don't believe in anybody, do, but it's no.
Where did we get him from?
Knocking about that Colombian, isn't it?
He's a fucking, this is a setup,
okay.
This is a plan, isn't it?
The gentleman in the with his arm, left arm in the air.
What was the point of that? Come and something, innit? Fucking loon. Nice one for that, mate. You got a great voice. You'll go a long way.
Hello, this is Jose Alvarez from Mexico City.
Go on, sing us a tune then.
Radioactive. There's two questions. The first is, do you dream with music?
Do I drink?
Dream.
I'll dream.
Drink for sure.
Drinking.
I like my version of that question better, yeah. Do I dream with music? What do I hear music in my dreams?
Yes.
Funnily enough, that's the first time that happened to me was just the other night. I woke up with a tune in my head. Forgot it. Like you do, when you're brushing your teeth and you think, bastard. But yeah, I have done once. But I do drink with music as well, quite a lot. It's always nice to have a bit of Pavarotti on while you're pouring out gin and tonic. Gives you a certain sense of well-being.
And
that's flummoxed him.
Guy next to Linda.
While you are, well, that's what I think. While you are repeating the old legends in the rock and roll? I mean the car in the swimming pool or saying things. Don't you think that it could be a new legend with new things?
Yeah, but it's only people who say that, people who will say that we're repeating stuff that's gone on before, obviously are showing their age too much. There's 14-year-old kids who don't know any of that stuff. We see ourselves as re-educating the masses to a rock and roll, cliche-ridden lifestyle of sorts. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
There you go then.
That's what I
Thank you very much.
Okay, we've got time for about 3 more, I think.
Can I ask
next
one?
to Linda.
Hello, my name is Carl Martin.
Hello.
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 I'm a comedian.
How are you?
You look like one as well, yeah.
Show here in Sweden. There it fell down. I've got a very simple question from one of our viewers. It is, if you're a very, very shy boy and you're very, very much in love with a girl, what should you do?
If you're very shy boy and you love the girl, what should you do? Well, just give it to her. Ask her, does she want it? Oh. Just say, do you want it? Oh. Do you want it, sir? Oh. That's a pleasure.
And gentleman in the front here.
I can see there's been a population boom in the next 10 minutes.
That's your third question.
Do you want it, sir?
Dougie Gordon, Finland. A couple of months back, I interviewed Kinnicky, who are, the three lassies are really modern and really great. And yet they were adamant that the old style, boy meets girl relationship ought to be that the boy pays for everything. We had a huge argument over this, and I'm hoping you're going to support
Believe
my
me,
side by saying that this is bollocks.
Yeah, believe me, when you get married, you do pay for everything. Even when you get divorced, you still pay for everything. Although I've not been through that trauma yet. Thankfully. But no, it is all bollocks, because this is the 90s that we live in, and women should get their fucking money out, man. And stop pissing around in the kitchen, fucking washing up and all that, and we should be down the off license getting a beer in. Like any fucking proper woman would be. Wouldn't you say, darling? See? Feminism. Shit group. I like the first album, though. Is that boy band?
And a couple more questions, and then I think we need to wind up. So, the gentleman in the whites.
My name is Lars. I come from Swedish television. I would like to ask you, what do you think about this kind of press conferences?
I think it's quite funny, actually. I mean, it'd be shit if it was just him on his own, wouldn't it? But, I mean...
Would you go to them if your manager didn't force you or tell you to do it?
Well, to be brutally honest with you, mate, that's none of your fucking business. No, of course I wouldn't. I mean, I'd like to be seeing the sights of this beautiful city this afternoon, but I have to come here and, brighten up your afternoon for you. Sorry about that. But I mean, you're enjoying yourself, aren't you? You got free beer, don't you? Fucking hell, what more do you want? I'll pay you if you want.
And in the far corner there.
Hello, I'm Andreas from German radio. First is, do you come to Germany, play some shows here?
Yeah, I think we're going in November.
All right. Second is, can you imagine that the British are ever able to beat the Germans in a World Cup game or in a championship?
Remember 1966? So there's the answer to that. And the ball was over the fucking line.
And final question. I think you've had your hand up a few times. Yeah.
Hi, I'm from Japan, from MTV Japan, and from Japanese radio station. My name is Ken. I was wondering how you see the Asian music scene these days.
The Asian music scene, as in sort of Eastern Asia. I don't know. We don't really get exposed to a lot of that in England. I have no comment to make on it because I don't know. That's a lovely picture, that, isn't it? It's nice. That's me, that look. Playing guitar. Second night, Loch Lomond. I'll tell you why, because that's the only time I've ever worn that shirt. Mine of useless information.
Is that it? From Japan?
Yeah, and we have many fans in Japan that like the B-side songs from the singles, and wondering if there might be a chance in the future. Oh, I think we're planning to see you early next year in Japan for concert. But
it's funny you should say that because it's funny you should know that because we only just spoke about that 40 minutes ago in the back of a car.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Well, yeah, if there might be any chances that you might release like a B-side song album, or
can you just sit down for a sec? We just finished this last question.
There's no actual plan. I mean, all the B-sides are going to be there for a long time yet. I mean, there's no actual plans to put out a B-side album, but I suppose sooner or later, then you know, there will be one, and a jolly good album it will be as well, if I may say so.
Okay, well, that's it for today. Thanks very much for coming along, and enjoy the show tonight.
Cheers.
Excuse me, could you tell me something about your next single?
It's rubbish.
Thank you.
I mean, it's a sad thing, you know, and I just hope that the law gets changed, you know, but yeah, it was quite sad, you know, but there you go, such is life, you know, I mean, shit happens, as they say.
Gentleman back there.
Hello, my name is Fernando. I'm from Argentina, Clarín newspaper. First question is if you have plans to go to South America.
Yes.
When?
Next year. Okay.
And then it is said that Tony Blair wants the band to play a private show. Would you play in that kind of offer?
What do you think? No.
Okay, thank you very much.
We only perform privately for our wives.
The lady in the second row.
Hello, my name is Anna Magnusson from TV4 Sweden. Two questions. What is your main pursuit of this tour?
Main pursuit?
Yeah. What do you want to accomplish?
What do I want to accomplish?
What do you want to do? Fun, work, what?
Yeah, I want to get rid of my itchy arse for a start. And then, I don't know, just get out and see the people who buy the records, because we've not actually done a tour, I think, we've not played for a year. This is the first sort of tour we've done for quite a while. And we just want to play the songs live, and maybe, I don't know, just get pissed every night and have a laugh, basically, you know.
Your record is #1 on several lists in Europe. Who do you think will push you down? Is it going to be Elton John and the song for Diana?
Puff Daddy, no doubt.
What would you say if it was Elton John and his song for Diana?
What would I say?
Yeah, would that be an honor?
Yeah.
Okay, the lady in the middle on the left there.
Hi, I'm Fernanda Solórzano from Mexico, WFM radio. Two questions, please. One is, what do you think of the fact that you're getting more attention as individuals than as a group, as a band? Don't you think it might be dangerous for the future of the band?
No, because a band being a collection of individuals, I would say that comes with the territory, but as long as we keep making records and keep playing concerts, then that should override everything else. But, I mean, it goes with the job, you know. I mean, you can't be in the biggest and the best band in the world and not receive, like, the attention on your private lives or whatever. It just doesn't work like that.
And the second question is, what is totally different on your new album than in the previous ones? What would you say is totally new about it?
The cover.
Okay.
Basically.
The gentleman in the very front row here.
Hi, for what it's worth, what would you like to be the sort of worst ending for Oasis? One, being sold in 30 years' time for £1 in Woolworths and Manchester City being world champions, or two,
Är det bandet som kommer nu? Åh, där är de ju. Kolla!
where you're from.
I'll
and then
see
we'll
you
take
later
it
on then,
from
mate,
there.
yeah? Me and you've got some chatting to do later on, yeah?
Okay, first question. Just down the front.
Hello, I'm Pasi Koster from Helsinki, Finland.
All right.
Why are you here? Why didn't you come to Finland? We have heard that you have sort of blacklists that you don't want to come here. Is it true?
I don't know. No, not at all. No, we'll probably get there next year sometime, I would imagine. I don't know why. I don't know why we're here, and I don't know why we're not in Finland. But you're definitely not on the blacklist, unless of course you've knocked us out of the World Cup at some point. Which then you'll definitely won't be getting us.
Okay, next. Just
my name is Ronny Olofsson. I work for Aftonbladet here in Stockholm.
I know, yeah, I was on the plane with you before.
Yeah. And I would like to, first of all, welcome you to Stockholm.
Thank you very much.
And on the plane over, I read the Norwegian review remarking on your little brother as a joke on stage.
As a what? A joke?
A joke. I wonder if you had any comment on that.
It's not very nice, is it?
No.
I suppose he's quite funny, but it was not a joke. No.
There's been talk that he would like to contribute in the songwriting within the band.
I'm sure he would.
Has he written anything that you've heard? And is there a possibility that he will contribute in the future?
No. See, you don't want to believe everything that you read, you see. You as a journalist should know that. But no, I haven't heard any songs. I mean, he can play guitar a bit, but I was saying that he did write a song with John Squire, didn't he? So, which is pretty good, actually. But no, I've not heard it. You heard anything?
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah, recorded one in Ridge Farm at 4 in the morning.
See, they're keeping it from me. They're going to kick me out.
They're going to team up with me. We're going to do a bit of a duet in a couple of years.
One of the highlights of the show in Oslo was...
Do you want to, if you want to ask more than one, can you say? Because there's a lot of people have already indicated.
It's going to cost you. It's going to cost you.
One of the highlights of the show in Oslo was Stay Young. Could you just explain how it didn't make it on the album? It was a B-side.
Well, the reason it got knocked off was because when I went to write B-sides, I wrote Magic Pie as a B-side, and then so it was a toss-up between the two songs. So, and considering that I sing Magic Pie, then you know, it had to go on the album, really, didn't it? Wouldn't you say?
Okay, just down the front here.
Hi, Dougie Gordon, Soundi, Finland. I interviewed you back in summer '94.
I haven't changed much, have I? Got a bit fatter, don't you think, though? Good living
no,
scene,
just
mate.
the same, just the same.
Got a lot more money now.
But then you described rather jokingly Liam as a walking Nintendo.
Pretty good, that, yeah.
Use that one again.
I like that one.
Do you still hold to that opinion, or has he in fact got worse?
No, has he in fact got worse? Yeah.
Walking Nintendo.
No, walking into. Did I say that? That's good. That I like that.
Walking PlayStation now. Isn't it?
Yeah. No, he's not got worse. He's reached a plane of madness, which he's now stayed at for about 2 or 3 years now. So he's steadily insane, basically.
Okay,
Walking Nintendo, I do like that one though. I'll come out with some good quotes, you know.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Jordi Tarda. I'm here from Barcelona, Catalonia. Well, the question...
Buenos estete.
Thank you very much. Well, this tour is recorded for a live album or for a domestic videotape or something like that?
Well, we record everything that we do, so, I mean, probably, I suppose we'll do a live album at some stage, but there's no actual definite plans to do it yet. But yeah, I suppose it'll be a live album somewhere down the line, when I can't be asked writing any more songs, I suppose. Or when Liam starts writing songs.
Okay, the gentleman fifth row back in the middle.
Hello, Paul Honkanen, TV3, Sweden. I wonder, will you boys be nice and behave during this tour? Or is there going to be any fights with your brother?
Your boys.
Your boys, my boys. Is it going to be... No. I mean, we don't, you know. I think we're going to have a fight on... What day is it today?
Tuesday, isn't it? Due one on Friday.
I think we're due one on Friday, about 11:30, round about Exeter during the sound check or something like that. I think we're scheduled for a fight, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it's a 12-round contest, the super bantamweight division, which I am the undisputed champion, and I expect to defend my titles successfully.
Do you think do you think Patsy has made your brother into a softie? He doesn't want to hang out with you anymore.
He doesn't what? He doesn't hang out with me anymore.
Yeah, that's what the paper said today.
Oh, did it? I can't read Swedish, so I don't know. No, she's not. No. They're all right. He's not changed a bit.
Just one. What does your mum think about your drinking and fighting?
Well, she tries to join in, but I mean, there's only so much alcohol that you can consume between one family, so somebody's got to stay sober. But I think I'm scheduled to have a fight with her on the Saturday. It's actually a family feud. We're going touring around the country. I think it's our Liam Friday, Mum Saturday, our Bod Sunday, and then I'm actually going to fight myself. You can't lose, can you? No.
Okay.
Then I'm going to kick shit out of me 2 cats as well.
Hi, I'm Erik Fallander from...
That was a joke for all you animal lovers, by the way.
Swedish paper, Svenska Dagbladet. And I wonder why you choose to open in Scandinavia.
Not the faintest idea, Chief. I don't know. Everybody does, don't they? Don't they? No. No. We were going to open in Colombia, funnily enough, but for some bizarre reason, the record company wouldn't let us. Wonder why that is.
Right at the back near Linda.
Hello.
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 My name is Lucio Ribeiro. I'm from Brazil. Folha de São Paulo. How are you doing?
All right, mate. I'm all right. How are you?
U2 is playing Brazil next January, and a spokesman from the band said that Oasis is one of the attractions that would go along with the U2.
No, it's the first I've heard, but I mean, I don't think we are. We have to ask him.
No.
Yeah.
No, there you go.
Definitely not.
There you go. Definitely
That's
not.
a fabrication.
All right. Thanks a lot.
The lady in the front row. Okay.
Yeah, see, it's working now.
Hi,
Hello.
Venegoni from La Stampa, Italy. First question is, George Harrison said in an interview in Paris that Oasis are for teenagers and that everybody forget them in a while. What do you think about that?
Well, you know, he's obviously a senile old fool, isn't he? I mean, Oasis are for teenagers. And for someone who was considered to be the quiet one in the Beatles, he's very good at shooting his mouth off. Unlike me, of course. He wouldn't dream of saying anything like that. But, you know, respect where respect's due, innit? I mean, he's probably one of the 4 people in the world who's probably just allowed to slag us off because they're better than us. Or they were, anyway. But, you know, what can I say? Apart from hello, George.
Okay. And the second question is, we didn't know anything what Oasis or Noel Gallagher think about the Princess Diana dying. Thank you.
Well, I think that being in the public eye, that I've been in situations where we've been chased through the streets of cities by paparazzi, so I can understand the situation that must have been going on. And I wasn't so much, I mean, I'm not a big fan of the royal family by any means, but I was quite shocked at the manner in which she died and in the manner in which the press have behaved, and it looks like that they're going to get away with it because they've invented all these stories about the driver being drunk or what have you. But
Oasis being the biggest band in the world and Manchester City playing in the Vauxhall League.
It's got to be that one.
You shut it, you.
Right.
I'd rather we be the biggest band in the world in 30 years' time, and I actually buy Manchester City for £1 in Woolworths. That would be an ideal ending.
Your kid can play every position.
Absolutely. 7 centre forwards.
Gentleman near Linda at the back.
Hello, I'm Piotr Kordaszewski from Polish Machina magazine from Poland. I'd like to ask Bonehead a question. Everyone wants to know what Brother Gallagher's did, where they've been, where they're fighting, or where they're talking, where they're talking about, and I wonder how the rest of the band deals with their fame.
I walk around, where I live, I walk around with a pink gingham dress and a big blonde curly wig, and I get right out of it. No one knows me. That's how I avoid it. Simple.
They do what they're told.
Is that it? Yeah.
No, we
The
don't.
gentleman in the middle, third row back.
Mario
Oi.
Ruzzato
No burping.
Mario Ruzzato Fegis, Corriere della Sera, Milano, Italy. Are you sorry not to be invited for the concert for the Pope at 27?
Tell us about that.
Well, we were actually on the guest list, but when I mentioned that I was bigger than God, I think he got a bit pissed off about that for some reason. And he took our backstage laminates off us and kicked us out. But you know, I believe he's going to sing "Live Forever." Or "You're My Wonder Pope."
Gentleman with the mic in his hand.
Some might pray. That's a good one. It's getting better, Your Worship.
Talking about your fame, what was the last place that you were not recognized recently in the last 2 years?
I don't remember. No, don't remember. I've always been ever since we just hit the charts, man. We've been sort of recognised every day. I mean, I get recognised every day.
And,
but then again, I walk around with Oasis t-shirts on, so I mean, I wouldn't I?
Could I go for another one, please?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Apart from a great fourth album, is there anything left that you really are ambitious to do nowadays?
We just want to keep going, doing what we're doing, making records, playing gigs, try and enjoy it the best we can. Really, I mean, we never set out with a plan as such, you know, to live our lives in any particular way or do any one thing. I just hope that, you know, the people will give us the time to make, you know, the next record is always just the next thing that's in line and the next tour. I mean, there's no big plan for world domination or anything like that, you know. We're just going to go do what we do.